Good morning! It's not really morning, it's actually afternoon because I wake up so late. But anyway, today I'm having a little look with you guys at this little gadget here, which is basically a lens extender. And if you don't know what a lens extender is, basically you put this between your camera and your lens and it extends your lens out. So what does it do? Well, I'll show you that now. So basically you're going to need your camera, you're going to have your lens extender in between the camera and then your lens. So it's going to end up something like this. There we go. So pretty much now you've got your camera, your lens extender, and your lens on the end. It's pretty crazy looking, but this is going to be a lot of fun. Alright, let's go try it. We'll take it outside, I'll put it on a tripod, and then we're going to see what happens with this pancake lens on the end of our crazy extender. Alright, so now I've set up my tripod here. I've got this tiny little plant sticking out of the fence, so we're having a look at that. So if we have a look here on the camera, you can see what I'm seeing. One of these tiny little flowers, and what it looks like I'm looking at little bits of dust maybe, or something like that. So basically what we've done, we've made a huge magnifying glass. I've gone to get a kit lens, and so now we can actually zoom manually. So I'm going to pop that on the end of my lens extender. Let's have a little look here. I think we have to be quite close. It's a little bit overexposed, but now you can see that using this zoom, I can actually use it to focus. So it's a little bit touchy. There's no stabilization at all. But hey, it's really cool. You can see all the little, I don't know exactly what they are. There must be little bits of dust or something that's just sitting there on the plant. Alright, so now before we try this big lens, we're just going to have a little look at what this ballpoint pen looks like with the lens extender. I'm just going to set that up quickly. Put the pen here. We actually need a lot of light for this because it's not very easy to see with such a narrow depth of field. Oh wow, okay. So it's not in focus yet, but if we turn this, there we go. Maybe even, what about the cap? Even just the cap. So as you can see, it's pretty crazy with what you can do. Alright, so now you're probably really curious to see what happens when we use this one. So we'll use that one now. Let's go ahead and pop that on. There we go. So now we're this far away and we're only at 150 millimeters. So I'm not even going to bother going to 300 because we're just going to be off the screen. But basically it acts just like a telephoto. You can see things in macro from a longer distance than the 50 millimeter we were using earlier or the 18 to 55.
I didn't understand that.
You weren't meant to. Okay. Alright, so now what I've got here is some quartz crystal that I found in a mine, and we're going to have a little look at that under the, not microscope, but telescope microscope. That there. Yeah, there we go. So there's what the quartz crystal looks like with the lens extender, but I think my favorite one was the pen. That was very cool. So as you can see, one of these can be a lot of fun to play with, but they're probably not going to be very useful in your business, but still a lot of fun to play with. So if you do want one of these, I'm going to put it in the put a link in the description if you do want one of these, and you can get one for yourself. I hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you next week.